Hi, class 7, back again with the palas. Okay, so we'll start. I'll explain to you what are palas and how did they function, and rest we'll see how it goes. Okay, so what was so unique about the palas? Does anyone know? Have you gone through your book, or even if you have tried to go through it, learning what were there actually? So I'm starting with palas, gradually we'll go down with the other groups. So the Palas were important promoters of classical Indian philosophy, literature, painting and sculpture. They built grand temples, monasteries, including the Somapura Mahavihara, and patronized the great universities of Nalanda and Vikramashila. Bihar, the Proto-Bengali language developed under the Pala rule. Basic information, why are they unique? I'll repeat it again for you. The Palas were important promoters of classical Indian philosophy, literature, which includes literature, painting, sculpture. They built grand temples and monasteries, including the Somapura Mahavihara, and patronized the great universities of Nalanda and Vikramashila. The Proto-Bengali language developed under the Pala rule. Okay? Now, the Pala Empire was an imperial power during the late classical period of the Indian subcontinent, which originated in the region of Bengal. It is named after its ruling dynasty, whose rulers bore names ending in the suffix of Pala. That's why they are called the Palas. They were followers of the Mahayana and Tantric schools of Buddhism. So basically we can come to know they were followers of Buddha. Okay. Now, who Palas we know where they are from, what did they do now. Actually, who was the founder of the Palas? It was Gopala. Its founder Gopala was a local chieftain who rose to power in the middle 8th century during a period of anarchy. His successor Dharmapala reigned from 770 to 810, greatly expanded the kingdom for a while, was in control of Kanauj. Okay. Gopala was the founder. What is anarchy? When there is no government, there is no rules, regulations. He was a simple chieftain, a boss, or you can say a leader of a small type of group which he was leading, and he saw that there is no discipline, there is no governing body going on in this place, so let me go here and take power of this place. So he took power. His successor was Dharmapala, 770 to 810. Greatly expanded his kingdom for a while, was in control of Kanauj. Now what areas did the Palas rule? First of all, after Gopala came Dharmapala. After Dharmapala, his son Devapala became the ruler. He was the strongest, mightiest, fearless Pala king. He conquered Pragjotishpur in Assam, Utkala in Odisha. The king Pala's dynasty ruled over Bihar, Bengal and parts of Odisha and Assam, with many ups and downs for over 4 centuries. Ups and downs, they were having problems between themselves and to rule that place, but they kept on fighting for over 4 centuries they were there. What religions did they follow? Now, what religions did the Palas follow? The Palas were patrons of, as I said before, Mahayana Buddhism. A few sources written much after Gopala's death mention him as a Buddhist. We come to know that Mahayana Buddhism was followed by the Palas. Gopala's information that he was known as a Buddhist. But it's not known if it's true or not. We only read about it. The subsequent Pala kings were definitely Buddhists. Taranatha states that Gopala was a staunch Buddhist. Another writer who built the famous monasteries at Udanta, Puri. Okay, this is the information I'm going to share with you till here. I'm coming back in the next video where I'm going to explain you more about the Palas. See you in the next video.